where that's all your calories from there, and it's a low amount of calories. It doesn't add up because the other calories are coming in later, so it's waiting even longer to eat and having a caloric deficit to really burn the fat to get into a hypocaloric state. We have calories lower than normal, you can burn the fat, you can gradually increase your caloric intake with the food's high nutritional value that it needs. Make sure that you get the nutrients, macronutrients, macrominerals, and get the nourishment that it needs, so you can gradually increase your basal metabolic rate with the nutrients, with the nourishment, with the energy that it needs to keep growing and to even make more metabolites, so it can be making more metabolites, and you can basically store the food as energy than rather than storing it as fat and gaining in fat. So again, get into hypocaloric state, hypotonic state, and then you can focus on gradually increasing your basal metabolic rate with nutrition, the food's high in nutritional value that needs, so you can be making more metabolites, and you can be taking in more food, and you can be really just taking in that food, get to the hypercaloric state. We have all these calories, and we basically burn it off and utilize it as energy, making more metabolites. When you're utilizing it as energy, making more metabolites, you're going to be gaining your basal metabolic rate. It's going to be stronger, more efficient, it's going to be faster, and it's going to be stronger as well, because it can intake more, it can burn that off, and utilize it as energy, making more metabolites. More metabolites are going to be made with faster metabolism, a faster metabolic rate, and we have catabolism and anabolism happening a promise. I'm back. We're looking for Bigfoot today. Yo, if you guys want to see me look for Bigfoot, I will look for Bigfoot. He's in those woods. I guarantee you right now, he's in those woods. I'm not lying. No, he's in those woods. But it's major to get into a hypocaloric state, to a hypercaloric state, to get to a hypotonic state with muscle tone lower than normal, muscle tone higher than normal. So basically, your basal metabolic rate can be higher, can be making more metabolites rather than a low amount of metabolites, can be making more metabolites, has the nutrition, it has the nourishment to keep growing, and the food that it needs to keep growing, so it can intake that food and utilize it as energy, and it can basically burn off, utilize the energy, and keep growing, keep producing, and keep growing, and keep reproducing, and developing more metabolites. You get to more metabolites, and your metabolism is faster, stronger, and more efficient, so it can take a lot of foods, basically burn off, utilize it as energy, make even more metabolites, and gain from that point on. And so you can focus on more vascularity, you can focus on more muscle tone, more muscular hypertrophy, focus on a higher basal metabolic rate that doesn't have a limit of how many metabolites are being made, so you have a constantly increasing basal metabolic rate that doesn't just stop, it keeps gaining, it keeps getting stronger, faster, and more efficient. Sorry guys. I made this peanut butter homemade. I mean, it's a pretty good recipe. Peanut butter homemade, you know? I never look at myself and be like, you're gonna make peanut butter homemade. Brian Psych Fitness, how you doing that? It's called the magic of the Buddha. Anyways, think about this. It's measured for your basal metabolic rate. To require the energy food to be broken down, energy to be released, your basal metabolic rate can require the amount of energy that is necessary to make metabolites. Metabolites are crucial, and that aid in the growth, reproduction, and development of muscle fibers, simple, complex, small to large. So biosynthesis plays a role, and they do not get stunted along with the metabolites. They do not get stunted. And this is, again, really bad. It's stunted metabolism that doesn't keep growing and doesn't keep getting stronger and faster and more efficient from that point on. It just gets stunted, so metabolites are getting stunted. So really, your basal metabolic rate, it's not what it really could be, because if it was not stunted, it could keep growing. Along with the muscle fibers, simple to complex, more of a lower capacity to grow to a higher capacity to grow. Muscle fiber to recruitment, they're not getting stunted. We have more muscular hypertrophy, we have more muscle tone, more vascularity. We have a higher basal metabolic rate, has the nourishment, that has the nutrition, that has the energy that it needs to make sure that metabolites do not get stunted, make sure that more metabolites can be made as the requirements that needs, make sure that more metabolites can be made, can get to a stronger point, you get to low amount of calories, burn off the fat, and can gradually increase your caloric intake with foods high in nutritional value, with bulking foods that needs to keep on growing, to keep making more metabolites, to constantly making more metabolites, a high amount of metabolites. When a high amount of metabolites are being made, it means muscle fibers are stunted. We get more muscle fiber to recruitment, which is stronger, more efficient, and it's definitely just more powerful than muscle fiber type 1, which have a low capacity to grow, which have high capacity to grow, which are the muscle fiber type 2, muscle fiber to recruitment, which is something that we want for more muscular hypertrophy, more vascularity, more muscle tone, and for a higher basal metabolic rate, we don't want the metabolites and muscle fibers to be stunted. We want them to keep growing. We want your basal metabolic rate to keep growing, not to be stunted, so you can get to a hypocaloric state, hypercaloric state. You have more calories, you're burning it off. So you're eating more, you're burning it off, you utilize the energy and building upon more metabolites. And when you're making so your metabolism adjusts, and then your catabolism, anabolism, biosynthesis can all happen. The functions and processes of the metabolism can now happen. Your body's going to be happy, and it's not going to be stunted. Metabolites that are going to be made are going to be stunted. They're not going to be stunted because simply it has what it needs as nourishment. It has the nutrition that it needs to keep growing, to keep making more, and it can keep burning off the calories. And it can utilize the food. It can break down the food, utilize it as energy. It can keep growing upon that, utilize the food as energy. It can keep burning it off and keep growing from that point, making even more metabolites. It can do a point, but it's stronger, more efficient, and faster too. Anyways, yeah, we basically covered all of it. I'm gonna get my bike. Thank you guys for watching this video. I have to hurry up my ass up and get back home. Thank you guys. I appreciate it, man. You know. But again, blood circulation is something very major. Make sure you have that connection, relationship with your heart and with your liver too. With the blood vessels, make sure that it's regulating blood vessels and it's doing its job. So the blood vessels, if there's not this big fat blockage by the muscle and muscle loss, muscular hypertrophy, we have less muscular hypertrophy. We have more muscular atrophy. That really happens, and when that happens, it prevents the blood vessels from delivering and supplying oxygen to body cells and muscle tissue, so they really deteriorate. And it's something major that you guys need to think about. Just wanted to let you guys know. Just wanted to make a video right now. I love you guys anyways. You're my family. You know, all of you guys are my family. You've been with me through thick and thin on this account. I really appreciate it. Everyone, I'm gonna say thank you right now. I mean, it's major. Something for me. I get to this point for that point. Love you guys anyways. Thanks for watching.